So I was walking through a market the other day and this guy genuinely came up to me and says, hey, I've got this collection, right? And I used to get quite into it, and I used to collect like animal feces. But now I want to sell it, so I was wondering if you'd like to buy some animal feces off me. And I was just like, wait, why would I want to buy that worthless piece? What's this week's word of the week? Right then, so hello and welcome to another interesting word of the week. We are outside again, don't have to wear shoes, it's nice warm weather. So without further ado, let's get down and funky with this week's letter, which is N. So let's try and find a random word that begins with the letter N. So we'll go for this page. Oh my god, they're all N's. What were the chances of that? This week's interesting word of the week is Nugatory. Nugatory is one of them words where another reason why I brought you outside was there's a lovely soundtrack of birds, which I'm now going to cover up with some guitar, because it might cover up the sound of cars driving past, which is incredibly irritating. Now, Nugatory means of little value, and hence my intro. Gosh, was it? A Nugatory means of little value, hence my intro. Wasn't that one of the smartest intros I've ever done? Kind of. I'm getting better. I think Nugatory things are the things that are of the most value. You know, the kind of things that you're just lying around the house where you have loads of them. You literally have tons of it. I'm kind of a hoarder, and I love the word hoarder as well. I should have done it for the H really. But I love hoarding things that other people think is just worthless. Well, why throw it away? We might use this one time and just chuck it in the loft. You never know, we might need it. Just chuck it up in the loft. In a couple of years' time, I'll go for a foraging hunt, find it, and then use it again. I did this recently, and I have some speakers in my room, which are about 20 years old, but they are some beefing speakers. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hoard some wires and set it up as a kind of makeshift surround sound system. Basically, I will hoard anything mildly technological, because anything technological can have a use. I can just casually, say if I get something and then I find out I can link it to something, why not link it? Why not set it all up together, you know what I mean? Like one day I want to set all of my speakers up and just see how loud it is. So let me just show you what I am a pain for hoarding. Cables. I am the worst for hoarding cables that are never going to be used ever again. Phone charging cables, which will never be used ever again really, but you never know, maybe one day I'll have something that uses the same connection and I could use it. It's got SCART cables. Who uses SCART cables anymore? I just love to make a use out of it, you know, make it not nugatory anymore. The other definition for nugatory is not valid in a law term, a nugatory law, which is a not valid law. Other words for nugatory include trivial, insignificant, trifling, valueless, and worthless. So they're all the meanings for nugatory. Basically anything that's remotely worthless or invalid. So, since that's a very concise, I think it's concise anyway. I always say it's concise, but then it just ends up being the same length as all the other videos. I think it's time to check what Urban Dictionary thinks nugatory says. And I might need to take my glasses off because I can't read the screen. So, according to Urban Dictionary, nugatory means a Hallowayism defining a place to buy nuggets or defining a waste of time. Urban Dictionary also believes that nugatory means a seemingly endless period of time where your older brother viciously rubs his knuckles back and forth across your head, which serves as means for you atoning for some erogenous action against him, e.g. embarrassing him when he brought a girl home, borrowing his autographed baseball, telling your parents about his stash of girly magazines. So, with that being all said and done, so you can click in the top left hand corner to see last week's video, or you can click in the top right hand corner to see next week's video when I do it and upload it. So until next time, I'll catch you later. I've seen this thing before in my best friends and the boy next door. Assume that mutable means being able to make something quiet, and it kind of does. It could do if you really want. Hey, I'm back again. Yeah, it started raining a second ago, so I